Let's talk about labeling a person a criminal. So, suppose you're in a society where 10% of the people own pretty much everything, and you're in the bottom 20%, you have pretty much nothing. You have to take care of your children. Nobody will give you a job because just aren't any jobs available, or your skin may be the wrong color or something. So one day you just go out and you decide that you have to take something because you have no choice, right? So you steal some diapers and some formula to feed your child. Who's the criminal? You did what's called a criminal act in that society. But isn't the society also a little bit to blame that they have allowed, say, 20% of the people to live with nothing? I mean, if you demand that people have to work in order to survive, you pretty much have to make sure there's work available. But think about America. 10% of the people maybe own the vast majority of the land and everything. And the bottom 50% don't. So you can look at the figures and they are totally shocking, right? I'm not making this up, they're totally shocking. So is it wrong for somebody to want to be able to feed their child? Obviously not. Are they a criminal for what they did? Wouldn't they be a criminal if they didn't feed their child, if they allowed their child to die? So society is involved here. The laws are involved here. And the values of the society are involved here. Nobody is a criminal as such. There is no such thing as a criminal. Because everybody is created as a child of God, okay? Or as a manifestation of original consciousness. So nobody's a criminal. Everybody is actually a part of the divine nature. I know it's really, really hard for many people to accept that. So what about people who do criminal acts? Well, I certainly don't deny that people do criminal acts. And I certainly wouldn't deny that some people need to spend time in jail. But the point is that if you look deeply inside of everybody, everybody's the same. The philosophical core of everybody is the same. We all want love. We all want to be able to manifest our creativity and our passion and become who we are. We want to grow and become fully human, fully who we are. But many people are born into a situation where they can't do that, where there's so many psychological wounds that they can't really easily become their true selves. And when I say many, I'm saying actually probably about 100%, right? Because if you think about it, even all these people who have billions of dollars, they really probably didn't choose. They wouldn't have consciously chosen to put the bottom 20% into total poverty, or the bottom 50% into pretty close to total poverty. It's just the system they grew up in. So in order to justify that, yeah, then the people who have tend to think of the people who don't have as in some way at fault. It's their own fault. They didn't work hard. They did this, that, or the other. But I think we've come to such extremes that we can see that's not true anymore. So my point is, we can't just think that somebody's a criminal. You can't throw people away. Everybody has to be healed. We are all doing things that violate our true original nature. Everybody is doing that. Partly because we can only manifest our true original nature as a whole, because our original nature is to be one, to totally love each other. That's our original nature. So we clearly haven't managed to reach that point. So then so instead of thinking of somebody as a criminal, think of somebody who does criminal things as really deeply hurt. So then what is the purpose of prison, right? So first of all, let's say most people, we don't want to go anywhere near prison, right? But it's not necessarily wrong to make people do something that will help them to heal, because otherwise they may go out and hurt other people again. So the purpose of this, though, is not punishment. The purpose is healing. You can have a bit of punishment in there, but the bottom line purpose has to be focused on healing, on putting things right. So restorative justice circles seek to do that. And the sooner you can catch somebody in the beginning of a life of crime, the sooner you can catch them and try to work on healing and embrace them back into the community, then the easier it will be to help people, and the easier it will be to restore this country, every country actually, back to normal. So we're in a really extreme state in America right now. We're not we're not the worst in the world. But we're trying to get there. But the thing about America is there's really, really good things here too. Okay, really, really good. We don't want to lose the good things. We don't want to lose freedom. We don't want to lose the ability to work hard and make money. Those things are good. There's nothing wrong with that. But you have to look at the shadow side of what's going on too. So the justice system is manifesting some of the worst values, some of our worst values. It's where we throw away inconvenient people. So I'm going to talk more about restorative justice, because that is how we can move forward.